What if Doja Cat's next reinvention wasn't just about shock value or controversy, but about balance, beauty, and becoming? What if her next era was driven by the core of who she is astrologically? A Libra woman ruled by Venus, the planet of love, art, and harmony? Libra energy is often misunderstood as surface level or indecisive, but beneath the charm lies a powerful psychological drive to mediate duality, embrace aesthetic mastery, and challenge societal norms through graceful rebellion. So what would it look like if Doja Cat tapped into the full power of her Libra essence to shape her next musical chapter? From her sound and visuals to her tour, merchandise, and brand evolution? Today on Melodic Minds, I'm diving into the psychology of Libra and mapping out a reinvention plan that could elevate Doja Cat from genre hopper to generational icon. Libra is an air sign symbolized by the scales, balance, duality, aesthetics, and justice. Psychologically, Libras often struggle with inner conflict between appeasing others and honoring their authentic selves. This tension can manifest in shape-shifting, people-pleasing, or sudden rebellion when they feel cornered. We've seen this play out with Doja Cat repeatedly. She'll serve sugary pop hits like Say So and then pivot hard into abrasive, anti-mainstream aesthetics like her Scarlet era. Rather than viewing this as inconsistency, we should reframe it as a Libra psychological battle for equilibrium. Her next project could focus on this duality, not choosing one side, but showing us how both sides coexist within her, the softness and the sting, the harmony and the chaos. Musically, Libra energy is about creating beauty that invites connection. A Libra-influenced Doja Cat era might lean into luxurious, sensual, yet intellectually sharp sounds. Think orchestral pop, retro-futuristic funk, soft house, trip hop, or neo-soul. Genres that allow space for elegance, reflection, and groove. She could collaborate with artists like FKA Twigs, Kali Uchis, or Steve Lacy, people who balance aesthetics with experimentation. Doja's gift is her ability to bend genres, but this time the psychological goal wouldn't be chaos, it would be cohesion. Imagine an album that sonically feels like an upscale art gallery that occasionally erupts into an avant-garde protest. It will reflect her Libra instinct for design, but also her shadow side, the urge to disrupt when harmony feels fake. Visually, a Libra-inspired rollout will be a feast of symmetry, duality, mirrors, Venusian iconography. Think marble statues, soft pinks and metallic silvers, Renaissance motifs fused with Afrofuturism. Doja can lean into surrealist fashion editorials and embody contrasting archetypes: the angel and the dark princess, the goddess and the gesture, the lover and the loner. Psychologically, this duality will be her reclaiming the tension she's often judged for. The visuals could evolve across the album, starting hyper-feminine and refined, then suddenly unraveling into abstract, experimental territory, mirroring the psychological journey of a Libra learning that true beauty includes vulnerability, flaws, and emotional honesty. Each music video could represent a court case of the soul. One video can feature her as a judge presiding over different sides of herself on trial: artist versus influencer, romantic versus realist, soft girl versus savage. Another could be a heist-themed visual where she steals Venus's crown from a museum, symbolizing her reclaiming beauty on her own terms. A third music video might explore a high-fashion Alice in Wonderland concept where she's constantly being pulled between two doors: order or chaos, love or freedom, and ultimately chooses both. These videos wouldn't just look good, they'll mean something. They'll reflect the psychological layers of someone who is always negotiating between worlds. A Libra tour should feel immersive, refined, and theatrical. Picture a stage shaped like a scale, where she performs on one side while dancers and visuals play out symbolic conflicts on the other. Each segment of the show could represent a different element of her psyche: romance, rage, satire, sorrow, and transition like acts in a psychological drama. Between songs, she can include spoken word interludes with poetic affirmations or voiceovers that sound like internal dialogue, bridging her pop persona with vulnerability. VIP experiences could include Venus Lounge activations where fans walk through many art installations inspired by the album's themes. Psychologically, the goal is to create emotional resonance, not just hype. Libra rules fashion, beauty, and design, so Doja's merch line should feel less like merch and more like wearable art. Think satin bumper jackets with reversible symbolism, peace signs on one side and chaos runes on the other, sculptural jewelry, or even luxury rolls with lyrics stitched into the hem. Instead of basic t-shirts, imagine scented candles named after emotions in her album, or collectible lyric cards printed on recycled silk. The psychology here is all about intentionality and aesthetic pleasure. Merch that feels like a self-love ritual. Every item would align with Venusian energy, artistic, elegant, and balanced in design. A Libra-fueled Doja Cat will pivot from trolling to tactful provocation. She can launch an As Venus advice column, blending humor, beauty, and personal reflection. Her IG grid could evolve into a curated visual diary, less chaos, more cohesion, but she wouldn't lose her edge. Instead, she'd reframe it, proving that grace and grit can coexist. Psychologically, this will mark a move from reaction to intention, from proving a point to making art that is the point. Doja Cat has always danced along the edge of definition. Too pop for hip-hop, too weird for pop, too real for branding. But what if the answer wasn't choosing a lane, but designing one? Libra teaches us that beauty is found in duality, that true harmony isn't the absence of contrast, but the art of balancing it. Doja's next era could be the most psychological complete version of herself we've seen. Not a performance, but a portrayal. A Libra in full bloom, beautiful, contradictory, balanced, and unapologetically herself. So what do you think? Is the world ready for Doja Cat's Libra era? Drop a comment below and let me know how you will reinvent her next chapter. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more psychological deep dives into your musical phase on Melodic Minds. I decode more than lyrics, I decode souls. Until next time, stay balanced, stay bold, and keep your mind melodic.